Good night, Shabbos, Parshas Mishpatim. Mishpat, Shafet. So, Kisikna Evet Ivri Sheishanim Yawid, Vashviz Yetzalachav Shechinam. So we're talking here about the Torah is teaching us. What is the Torah teaching us? Torah came up all the way. It lands to Yiradas Lamakam Namach. It goes, it meets anywhere. Wherever there is a Yid, that's where Torah meets. So how do we understand that? So Evet Ivri, that is a Yid, and a Shama. So Sheish Shanim Yavit, which is talking about the 6 midas. Shvius Yetzel Chavshi, which is the 7th midah is Malchus. 7th midah is Malchus. So what does Malchus represent? Malchus represent Leslie Megar Maklum. Leslie Megar Maklum means that it's fully surrendered. It's like the moon, the Levana, and then you have the earth, which is fully surrendered. Anything that you put in it will grow, and it surrenders to anything. So you're going through your process, you're experiencing life, your body is put into a glove, your feelings are trapped. The way to get out is you can go from outside in or from inside out. From outside in, it's it takes a minute. But we can do now from inside out, which is that I'm getting in touch with my feeling energetically, I'm feeling it. How do I feel that? By going into Malchus, by surrendering, going into the 7th midah, the 7th year. I'm surrendering to, expressing the anger, the sadness, whatever it is, and then I'm surrendering, I'm letting go. Going into less than Megam Maklum. And from that, when I pull out and, in other words, lessen the resistance, so the other side of the resistance also goes down. Right? Because one hand can only push the other hand if there's resistance. If you remove the other hand, then he just has to soften and ease into it. So by surrendering, we're going into Malchus, which is, we have the Koach, and Knesset Yisrael is Malchus, our bodies, the Shechina, our consciousness is Malchus, our energies is Malchus, which is Shechina, which has the ultimate Koach of to surrender completely, because it's Kitchebrichi. The other side of that is Kitchebrichi, which is the midas of the thing that created everything, which is different than our midas. Okay? In case you don't understand, just listen. Midas are the feelings, so our feelings is connected. Down here, our feelings is connected. It goes all the way up in layers. So all the way at the bottom here, it has one language, and then it gets more thinner and more edel and more refined until we can't really understand it. We can only connect through Torah and Tzilah. And that is the Machzas HaShekel, which is Parsha Shkolim this week, Shabbos Shkolim, which is we give to be Kofer Nefesh. Kofer Nefesh means that if my energy has a heaviness on it, has a choshech on it, because of something that it was disconnected from some certain light, or something that was said, or the child that was said was never told that he's amazing. So there's a certain heaviness on it, and to give that opinion and to take that out is with the Machzas HaShekel. Like, remember, there's different koifers. Like, you can talk about the koifer nefesh. I need to do a pidyon nefesh from something heavy, but we processed that already. I mean, how much longer do you want to sit and cry over your wounds? So we have to understand that, it's not my physical koifer achagatina navaire, and now it's coming here to punish me. You already graduated that. You know that what you did, you didn't do it. It was just that consciousness in itself. The opposite was, it's a low frequency. It wasn't even you. You are the Eved Ivri. We have a neshama. We are that part. So to get to that part, to get in touch with my center line, with the Eved Ivri, with the neshama of the Yid, that is through the Machzas HaShekel. The Machzas HaShekel was given to Moshe in fire. He didn't understand how we're going to do this. How do we bridge this gap? How do we go from such a high level of surrender and bring it into Welt? How do you do this? How can we handle this? So for that, again, how can we do this? How can we bring in Eibishter into anything that you do now, in your home, in your car, in your food, everywhere? Because that's the Yechidah. We have to bring it into everywhere, which means we first have to free our body. We have to be very present so you can feel it fully in all the six midas. So the shekel, the machzor shekel was made out of fire. So Moshe it was Niskashel Moshe. And the fire represents the higher conscience, Isirusa de La'ela. So what happens here is that as we are coming in here to do this work, to bring in light, to bring presence into where we are, it's almost like a magnetic Bluetooth. As you move, we move. As it moves, we move with that. Which means that there's first the Sirusa de La'ela, which is the fire from up above. The Eibishter gave it to Moshe, which means that it's from above first, which means that anything and everything that we're experiencing in life, it's not you. You don't have to worry about it. First of all, 80% of the stress and of your pain you can let go. You can release it because you know that you're not responsible for it. You're just on a bus and you're strapped in, and some on a very fast one. So tuning into that, and then understanding that the Machzas HaShekel is, I have the other part is us, which means that we are here vessels to receive. Shechina, Knesset Yisrael, we're receiving. So all you have to do is align yourself with that. And how do you do that? With fire. How do you align yourself with that? With fire, which is the heart, which is love. Ava, have compassion on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. As well as, don't worry about someone else. Just worry about yourself for now. If you have compassion for yourself, automatically you're going to have compassion for everybody else. The biggest issue is that we're struggling with having compassion for self because there's parts that are burnt. There are parts that are damaged. And even if you're working on it, it's still damaged. Now you have to get out of it. You have to remove those burnt wires, which is by simply seeing it, dusting it off. So that's the Machzor Shekel Parshas Shavuos Kolim, and we're doing Parshas Kolim, and we're doing Rosh Chodesh Uder, which is Mishnechnas Uder Mar B'Simcha, powerful month. It's crazy what's going on everywhere. Tafshin Pei Gimel Rosh Chodesh Uder is going to be wild. It's going to be amazing. Kesikin Eved Ivri, so go buy yourself your Eved Ivri, get in touch with your neshama, get in touch with your soul by simply having compassion for yourself, connecting to compassion, connecting to Ava, connecting to yourself. So I think we got everything covered here. So we have Rosh Chodesh Uder, which is Maram B'Simcha. Maram B'Simcha is it flips everything over. It's going to be Rosh Chodesh Shabbos Kuno. We're getting the fire, the Machzor Shekel on when God mentioned the Chodesh, when blessing the month, Rosh Chodesh Uder, which is everything is already connecting to that. So have an amazing Shabbos, and what else? We'll do one more, I guess.